We've all been there. You meet someone. They're hot, they're funny, and for a few weeks you think, this is it, this is the one. Then you start actually dating, and within a few months the wheels fall off. They leave the toilet seat up. You hate their taste in movies. They don't understand your crippling existential dread. See, the initial fun of dating is always temporary. It's easy to get along when you're both on your best behavior and haven't really seen each other poop yet. Real compatibility, the kind that matters, takes time to figure out. It's about shared values, aligned goals, and the ability to communicate even when you want to chuck your phone into the ocean. So, if you're tired of relationships blowing up in your face like a poorly made microwave burrito, here are 3 signs you're actually compatible and not just blinded by lust and the desire to find someone, anyone, to settle down with. Look, we all have that one friend who married someone we just don't get. You know, the couple that makes you scratch your head and wonder how they even ended up together. They seem like different species with different interests, different senses of humor, and maybe even different blood types. It's almost like they come from different planets, and you know what? Maybe they're happy, or maybe they just haven't reached the point where those differences become deal breakers. Sometimes love can blind us to the reality of our differences, because here's the thing: values matter. They are the bedrock of any lasting relationship. Your values are your fundamental beliefs about what's important in life. They shape your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your happiness. They're the things you're willing to fight for, the things you're not willing to compromise on, the things that make you, well, you. They define your identity and your purpose. Think about it. Do you value honesty above all else? Is integrity something you hold dear? Do you prioritize adventure and new experiences? Are you someone who craves the thrill of the unknown? Is family the most important thing to you? Do you dream of building a home filled with love and laughter? Now ask yourself if your partner shares those values. Are you both aligned on what truly matters? If your partner thinks lying is okay to avoid an argument but honesty is your jam, you're going to run into problems. Trust will erode and resentment will build. If you dream of traveling the world while they'd rather stay home and binge-watch reality TV, that's a recipe for resentment. Your dreams and aspirations will clash. And don't even get me started on the whole kids thing. Raising children is a monumental decision that requires mutual agreement. If one of you is dying to procreate and the other thinks babies are loud, sticky roommates from hell, you're in for a world of hurt. The conflict will be inevitable and painful. Now, I'm not saying you need to be clones. Variety is the spice of life, after all. A little difference can be exciting. It can add flavor and excitement to your relationship. But when it comes to the big stuff, the non-negotiables, you need to be on the same page. Alignment on core values is crucial. Otherwise, you're just building a relationship on a foundation of sand, and we all know how well that usually ends. It's bound to crumble under pressure. Think back to your last argument. What was the real issue at hand? What was it really about? Was it truly about the surface issue? Was it about the dishes? Or was there something deeper? Or was it about a fundamental difference in how you view responsibility and respect? These underlying issues often manifest in everyday conflicts. Values run deep, my friends. They are the invisible threads that weave the fabric of our lives. They're the compass that guides your life. They direct your choices and your path. And if your compasses are pointing in opposite directions, you're going to end up lost and alone, no matter how much you love each other. Love alone isn't always enough. So talk about your values. Have those deep, meaningful conversations. Figure out what's important to each other. Understand each other's core beliefs. And if you find that you're not on the same page, well, it might be time to accept that you're not meant to be. Sometimes, letting go is the best decision. Because forcing a relationship with someone who doesn't share your values is like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It's a futile effort. It's frustrating, it's pointless, and it's only going to leave you feeling empty and unfulfilled. In the end, shared values are the glue that holds a relationship together. So, you've established that you and your partner share similar values. Great, that's a solid start. But hold on, champ, because we're not done yet. Sharing values is like having the same brand of gasoline in your cars. It's important, sure, but it doesn't mean you're both driving in the same direction. That's where goals come in. Goals are the destinations you're working towards, the things you want to achieve in life. They're the dreams you have for yourself, the legacy you want to leave behind. And if your goals aren't aligned with your partner's, well, let's just say it's going to be a bumpy ride. Imagine this. You're working your ass off to climb the corporate ladder, pulling all-nighters and sacrificing weekends to get ahead. Meanwhile, your partner is perfectly content with their 9 to 5 and spends their free time pursuing their passion for underwater basket weaving. Now, there's nothing wrong with underwater basket weaving, but if you're constantly feeling resentful that you're the only one hustling, or if your partner feels neglected because you're always too busy chasing your ambitions, that's a problem. It's like you're both on a road trip, but you're using different maps. You might start off together, but eventually you're going to end up in completely different places. And the worst part? You might not even realize it until it's too late. You see, when you're in love, it's easy to get caught up in the moment and ignore the warning signs. You tell yourself that it's okay that you have different priorities, that you'll figure it out eventually. But the truth is, goals rarely change. And if you're not on the same page about the big stuff, career aspirations, family plans, financial goals, you're setting yourself up for a world of hurt. So talk to your partner. What are their dreams? What do they want to achieve in life? And be honest with yourself. Are you willing to support their goals, even if it means sacrificing some of your own? Because that's what love is, right? It's about finding someone who you want to build a future with, someone who you're willing to make sacrifices for, but it's also about finding someone who wants the same things out of life as you do, someone who's going to be there to celebrate your victories and support you through your failures. So take a good, hard look at your goals and your partners. Are you both heading in the same direction? Or are you on a collision course for heartbreak? Sometimes it helps to seek guidance from a counselor or a trusted advisor. They can offer a fresh perspective and help you navigate through these complex conversations. Remember, the goal is to build a future together, not just to coexist. It takes effort, understanding, and a lot of love. So, are you ready to take that journey together? Okay, so you and your partner share similar values and have aligned goals. You're practically a match made in heaven, right? Well, not so fast, because even the most compatible couples are going to disagree from time to time. It's inevitable. You're two different people with different experiences and perspectives. But here's the thing. It's not about never fighting, it's about how you fight. Because how you communicate, especially during conflict, can make or break your relationship. Think about it. Do you shut down and refuse to talk when you're upset? Do you resort to personal attacks and name-calling? Or do you try to see things from your partner's perspective and find a compromise that works for both of you? If your idea of a productive argument involves yelling, throwing things, and storming out, well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's a major red flag. Because healthy communication is the foundation of any successful relationship. It's about being able to express your needs and feelings openly and honestly, without fear of judgment or retaliation. It's about being able to listen to your partner's perspective, even if you don't agree with it. And it's about being willing to compromise and find solutions that work for both of you. So how do you know if you and your partner have good communication skills? Well, for starters, you're able to have disagreements without resorting to personal attacks. You can agree to disagree without holding grudges. And you're both willing to apologize when you're wrong. You also know how to fight fair. That means no low blows, no bringing up past arguments, and no involving other people in your drama. And most importantly, you're both committed to working through your problems together. You don't just sweep things under the rug and hope they go away. You talk about them, you listen to each other, and you find solutions that work for both of you. Because at the end of the day, relationships are hard work. They require effort, compromise, and a whole lot of communication. But if you and your partner have mastered the art of healthy communication, well, then you're well on your way to building a relationship that's built to last. Remember, it's not about avoiding conflict altogether. That's unrealistic and can lead to bottled up emotions. It's about addressing issues as they arise with respect and understanding. When you do this, you not only resolve conflicts but also strengthen your bond. So keep communicating, keep compromising, and keep working on your relationship. It's worth it. So, there you have it. 3 major signs that you and your partner are actually compatible and not just on your way to Splitsville. Remember, relationships take work, but that work is a hell of a lot easier when you're with someone who shares your values, supports your goals, and knows how to communicate effectively. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some perfectly aligned values to go appreciate, and some mutually agreed upon goals to crush with my awesome partner. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more brutally honest relationship advice. See you in the next video.